What's up, Internet? It is February 21st, 2019. We are in the town. It is snowing once again, which means we're definitely not getting joyrides today, unfortunately. Tomorrow. Oh no! We didn't mail any of these things to the museum. That's unfortunate. Oh well, we'll do that today. In fact, we'll do that first thing, just in case. But we still got some presents from the museum, because I guess they can only, like, send you 3 things a day or something. So let's see what we got from our pal Mr. Museum. And see what we do from there. Oh, nope, that's not from Mr. Museum. Oh, let's take a look. We have a dinosaur track and a dinosaur egg. These are not useful to me at all because Blithers already has them. And he will not allow himself to have duplicate donations. He's very picky about donations and more dinosaur tracks. So this entire gift from our pal Mr. Museum would be worthless to themselves. That's how bad they are, seriously. Blithers, stop being Mr. Picky Pants. Not like me, I'll accept anything for the show. Because I'm not Mr. Picky Pants, I'm Mr. Grateful Pants. Hey Phyllis, I was supposed to mail some stuff yesterday and I kind of forgot. I hope you'll forgive me for not talking to you yesterday. I kind of forgot, I guess. Alas. Now, I did glance very briefly in the general direction of a guide as to how to make the perfect town, and in terms of trees, they kind of suggested pretty vaguely anywhere between like 9 and 16 trees per acre, so that's only kind of sort of semi-useful, I guess. Got another fossil though. And we do have some paper so we can actually write one. And this really awkward stationery. And send that to Mr. Museum later. Hopefully we'll remember this time. Okay, so let's get this stuff to Mr. Nook before we do anything else and see what magical, wonderful, fantabulous furniture he has. Aw, our trees died. Sad. I'm sad our trees are dead. Alas. Did at least the ones in this acre live? Hey, we got one growing. That's kind of nice. That's a step forward. I guess we should go see if Mr. Wishingwell is still angry at Area A1, or if we can move on. We'll sell this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And we'll make basically nothing, because those tiny little fossils are worth basically nothing. Alas. Hey, a set of golf clubs. Shame I don't play sport ball. That's a turnip top. That's a silly shirt. A parlor wall. Well, what does this look like? Does it make me have a house that looks like an ice cream parlor? No, it looks like a floral wall. Disappointment. I wanted walls covered in ice cream. Stop giving me a manor wall. Seriously, every day with these guys, it's always a manor wall. A modern screen. I've already seen this, but this doesn't look bad. Not sure I want that, though. Ah, well. Off to go buy more flowers. And perhaps a new axe, just in case. Don't worry about that later, though. So, between 9 and 16, that's kind of a big area to have in terms of variance, so what I found for a guide probably wasn't the most helpful, or at least it gives us a general ballpark until I find something better to work with. And that'll at least limit how often we have to run off to the Wishing Well to check on stuff, I suppose, which is good. Because running off to the Wishing Well every 2 seconds is annoying. Hey, Rachel. But still, I would like something slightly better than between 9 and 16. That's a bit of a wide variance. They also suggested don't plant them directly next to each other, but they don't typically grow right next to each other, even in pre-made ones. I think you just need a little bit more space. But let's go check with Mr. Wishing Well. Hey, glowy spot. Only 1,000 bells, disappointing, and more fossils. More fossils means more bells, which we don't even really need anymore, but still. It's such a part of our daily routine, we might as well have them. Is Spike in today? I bet he's out. He's probably in the stupid igloo again. Which kind of makes it hard to deliver this thing to him, but we will persevere all the same. Now, we have got to go to Mr. Wishing Well and see if he mentions A1 being terrible. A4. Okay, well, let's take a look at how many trees are in A4 before we do anything. We know those trees we planted yesterday all died, which, because of the masonry, is going to make that acre a little bit tricky. I'm not sure how to work around that, but still, we will find a way. Now, the problem I find is what constitutes the acre itself. Like, there's a division here. That's fine. But this is within this acre, but it's still accessible within this one. Like, how does the division work? Is there like a shared line across them, or what? But, so we got 3, 4, 5. I'm going to be generous and just count them. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we need like 4 more. So let's get some apples or some nonsense. I mean, it's not a perfect system, but at least we've got a general direction we can go with now. Take some of these. That should be at least enough to get started. Although if we have 9, couldn't hurt to get a second set, but this tree doesn't have any, so we'll just make do with what we have for now. Oh, it's like 1 week till the raffle too. That's kind of exciting. Okay, well, I guess I'll plant one here and hopefully that takes. But I'm really worried about how close it is to the masonry. The problem is that takes up a huge chunk of this acre. And it's not necessarily what dictates whether it drops or not. It's like, even if you get something in perfect conditions, it's still at best like 50-50 whether something grows or not. Yeah, that's too close. Let's try planting that there. Just give a quick count. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's again, if we're giving generous estimates. So let's see if the Wishing Well is happy with that. The problem is, it might not even count them until they're fully grown, and that's another thing that makes the Wishing Well and the Perfect Town in general kind of an awkward thing to do, because you don't really get instantaneous tactile feedback as to what you're supposed to be doing and whether you're doing the wrong thing or the right thing. But let's see if A1. Okay, we need more trees in A1, I guess. But again, this is based on how many fully grown trees there are, at least. I'm not sure if the saplings themselves are counted. And I could see that being frustrating, because if you plant saplings and they don't take, you then go from potentially 1 day of a perfect town to 0 days, and you just kind of have to cycle through that, and it's just random, and I don't like that. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 trees. Okay, so we gotta plant like 6. Let's plant 8 more. Because 16. Because math. I think one right about here would be kind of nice. Sorry, flower. Okay, that's 1. Don't know if this will grow, but we'll plant one here. Unfortunately, we are going to have to tear up those. That's 2. We'll go get bees later. Right now, I gotta try and perfect my town as much as I don't really want to. 3. So that would be, assuming my count is right and I understand how this works, that'll be 11. So if we could find 3 more apples or something, that might at least put us on the right track. But we really have to be careful of not putting them close together. I'm sure the bees will love all the flowers I've planted. The problem is we now have to uproot a good number of them just to get these things properly spaced, which is annoying. That's assuming they take. Okay, I will plant one here, I think. I don't think you can plant anything on this wall. You have to have like a room between the wall and here. I'm not sure we could plant one here. One can be planted here though, but that was there beforehand, so I'm not sure if that's exempt from the rules. What we could do is plant one here and see what happens. And oh, what the hell, let's plant one here. And hope it works out. Let's go back to the wishing well and get one last check to see if they count it or not. Granted, even if they counted it, it's not entirely sure whether the layout is properly done. Or you could just skip to another acre, which is frustrating. Yes, there's still a problem with A4, but that might not include the plants we've already planted. So we're going to leave that for the day, seeing as it's already been almost 15 minutes. Well, we'll make that our concerted effort for making a perfect town. Because if I spend genuine amounts of time doing this every day, I will go crazy. And let's go find the magic money rock. That's not what I wanted to do. Better. No shovel. Let's try hitting the rock with it. Nothing. And trying to do these acres that are split by a river are going to be tricky because you have to do both sides and try and take both into account. Especially down in the lower half of the town, because there's no bridge in an ideal place because Tortimer refused to build one. Alas. Looks like Bangle's out and about. Good for her. Nothing there. Ooh, who's in the igloo today? Is it Spike with his ugly, ugly shirt? It is! He didn't even move his igloo from yesterday. For shame, Spike. I think it was right there. I still can't give him his present. Mint is gonna be so mad at me. I think it was Mint who gave it to me. Hey, Bangle. Let's talk to you. Do you need a thing? Yes, it does, but I'm not giving you a letter because I can't be asked. Uh, if you cut down a tree, it's gone forever, but you can replant either through fruit or through saplings. But you'd probably want to use fruit trees simply because that's an extra mode of income, as well as limiting the number of potential places where bees and other things can spawn. You can kind of control where bees come at you from if you limit the number of non-fruit rearing trees. Because bees only show up from empty trees and not ones that could potentially produce fruit. Nothing there. There's a sea bass, but not a coelacanth. A timpano drum. I am not a musical person. I will sell this. Die, ball, die! No, I didn't hear about the president of Nintendo retiring. This is news to me, but I also couldn't name who the president of Nintendo presently is. Get out of the way, Cody Brainfart. You're gonna ruin this. I have a suspicion that's a goldfish. Goldfish, goldfish, goldfish. I want your delicious cheesy crackeriness. Oh, just a pond smelt. That's depressing. I want some goldfish crackers now. They're delicious. And not entirely horrible for you. But probably not terribly nutritious either. Let's clear that up. Nope, that ain't it. Hey, it's mint. The most delicious of the squirrels. Why not? Oh, you're mean, Mint. Aw. Actually, I don't think I've ever had pizza rolls, so I'm ahead of the curve, I guess. Mint's mean. Nothing in this sector. And it feels like there should be a rock around here, but there isn't. Hey, kitty. Let's chat. I care not of soccer, thank you. Okay. You go make your terrible sport ball club. I will be happy to not join it. Hey, bells. And also possibly whistles. That is from Spike to Mint, or the other way around. Nothing there. Nope. We are running out of rocks to hit with my shovel. Also, I cannot for the life of me get trees to grow in here, so this acre could be a problem when we actually get to it. Nothing around here of interest. Alas. Okay, there's only like 2 more potential rocks it could be, right? So it has to be either this one or one of the ones on the side. It's this one. Alright. I see a diggy spot. We need to dig it up. One and two. And then I guess we'll go sell some of this crap to Nook just to make some room in our inventory. And I don't know what we're really going to do with the bells we're getting here, but we're getting bells. Maybe we'll buy the town. And then they will have to do our bidding, as we will own all of them. Got a fossil. Maybe we'll just buy an island so we can get away from all our terrible, terrible neighbors. Okay, so let's go sell some stuff to Mr. Nook. Hopefully not murder any flowers, because that would be nice. Okay, cabana dresser, timpano drum, pawn smelts. I do believe that's all I need to get rid of. We're so very close to a house payment, except we've made all of those. Whatever will we do? Alright, well I guess now it's time to shake some trees for the hell of it. Because that's a thing we can still do. On the first go. I'm really scared about those flowers breaking. That's one. Got some extra bells that I don't really have much of a use for, but hooray! It was pretty miraculous. It was the first one we shook. Truly, the bees are either with us or against us today. It's hard to tell. They're bees. They really just want to tear open my face. You know how it is. That's how bees are. Silly bees. But I have the magical bug-catching net. Alright. Well, that reminds me of those dragonflies. That's going to be tricky. That's right. In the summer, there's like a dragonfly that rarely spawns, and the moment it does, it like dashes across the screen and then immediately despawns. So unless you're on top of that, that's a tricky one to catch. I think it's worth some bells, though. That's the banded dragonfly, I believe. Oh, we got some bells. And some more bells. Hooray! Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Come on, Mr. Bees. Where are you? Let's not shake the pear tree. I don't want to create a mess of very, very, very low value fruit. Because then I have to deal with that, and I don't want to. Alright, so where are the bees today? Fortunately, I'm not trapped behind a house trying to catch bees. That's good. Oh, we got some bells. And come on, where are you, bees? Maybe we'll get a random piece of furniture. That'd be pretty cool. There are things we could collect from these trees, but only if they decide to share. And trees can be kind of greedy at times like that. Alas. But sometimes they're nice. Sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. Okay, Mr. Bees, where are you? Already shaking these trees, but why not do it again? Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Now this is a fruit tree, it won't produce things, so is this. These ones are not, though. Hey, we got some bells. Nothing here. I believe that's a fruit tree. I believe that's a fruit tree. Come on, bees. We're almost a quarter of the town covered already. On the bright side, we do have one bees. We still should try and find another. But will they show up for us? Or will we be left searching forever in the freezing cold in our t-shirt because our Animal Crossing villager is insane? Seriously, it's freezing cold. It's clearly snowing. Why are you in a t-shirt? You silly Viking person. Shake, shake, shake. Come on, bees. Where are you at? Hey, some bells. I'll take that. Nothing there. Oh, we got something. What do we get? A red vase. I have no use for a red vase. However, it will be valuable to sell. And that's about it. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nope. Nope. I'm still trying to figure out the whole perfect town nonsense, but I mean, I think we're making at least a little bit of progress. And by progress, of course, I mean blindly stumbling around in the dark, hoping that something works out for us. But that's how anything is accomplished, really. Until you do it and know for certain how to do it, that's basically all you can do. Nothing there. Nope. Nope. Take that. Nothing. Not gonna happen, Mr. Tree. Nothing there. That's an apple tree. That will not produce bees. Who's ever heard of a bee that liked fruit? It's not like fruit produces flowers that they'd be attracted to or anything. That's crazy talk. Shake, shake, shake. So I wish there was a more clear-cut understanding of how to make a town perfect, how to, like, get trees to grow for sure, and, like, what is and isn't acceptable for that rating. But like I said, I found a guide, but even that was kind of vague about everything. Come on, Mr. Bees. Shake this tree. There they are. Whoops. Ah, well. As these things happen sometimes. Alright, well, we got stung by a bee. We got some bells. We got a bee. Let's sell some stuff to Mr. Nook, and by stuff, I mean a bee in a vase that we have no use for. You may have that, and that. Hey, 50,000 bells. If we were still having to pay off our house, that would be a house payment, but alas, we paid it all off. guess we'll just make a deposit in the bank now, because, I mean, I'm not sure what else we're going to do with bells, honestly. You know, I always thought if you, like, ran over top of saplings, that helped contribute to them tying. I don't think that's the case. I think it's just random. Well, random tied with, placement in certain scenarios, but still. Hey, Phyllis. I have more mail for you. There's more. There will always be more as long as you ask it. In this case, when you didn't ask for it. Hey, Pete. See you, Pete. Alright, so we've deposited ourselves some letters. Let's make the first deposit ever into our bank account. As soon as we close Phyllis's text box, because I'm impatient mashing the B button. I would like to keep the rest, but you can have 50,000 bells. Nope, that's it. See you later, Phyllis. And I guess Tortimer's just gone forever, because I haven't seen him in forever. He still has not built us that other bridge, alas. I'm gonna have to take some time someday and just work on this house a little bit. I gotta find more furniture that I like, though. And I have to be bothered to actually try and find time and motivation to actually work on my house and clean my basement. All things I don't want to do. Just like real life. I don't want to clean my basement. Why would I? Alright. Let's see if we can get the instant KO on Glassjaw over here. Playing defensive. Not that it matters much. Hooray! Got the instant KO. Not too bad. Alright. Now we gotta go up to the stash himself, Von Kaiser. With, as far as I know, the only NES rendition of Ride of the Valkyries. For some reason. One. Oop. He punched me. That's embarrassing. Come on. Whoop. I timed that wrong. Wow, I am doing bad against Von Kaiser. Two. No, I can't believe I took that long to get the second knockdown Von Kaiser. And that's a TKO. we got Eyebrows Magoo. Gotta try to remember this isn't the second fight. Which I'm still not sure I know how to consistently do. Only done it once thus far. It's good to know the second one's got more or less the same weakness, just really, really tight execution on it. Oh. That duck. I've really got to learn how to counter that better. I just want to uppercut things. Like that. Thank you for allowing me to demonstrate, Mr. Honda. One, two, three. As long as he doesn't do that duck, I should be able to get a couple more of these out there. Then he does that, and now I'm down. That's embarrassing. Am I going to be able to take him out before round 2? I wonder. Probably not. No, this is just sad. Unless he does his special, we're going into round 2. It's that stupid flash punch. Alright, round 2. Alright. I'm fine with interrupting that flash punch. There we go. I'm sure there's a way to properly manipulate the AI to do exactly what you want to do, but I'm not sure how to do it. I think those people who play Punch-Out with a blindfold can figure stuff like that out. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's how they do it. They just sort of figure out the AI patterns and how it reacts and then manipulate it. Alright, I deserve that. I was trying to be stylish. Wow, we're going into round 3. This is depressing. There we go. I don't think any of the enemies can get up on a 9 count. I think I read that somewhere. But I'm surprised that took that long. I'm off my game today, it seems. Hubris for yesterday, I suppose. Alright. Don Flamenco. Just gotta remember his second phase is automatically attacking, and I can counter that, and that'll end the fight real quick. Just gotta avoid his initial attack, and that should be good. Okay, Toupee. Dodge. Down you go. And that should be the match. Alright, next we have the King of Hippos. There we go. I hesitated on that first one. Dodge. Punch. There we go. I gotta go fight Great Tiger. Definitely feel like I'm getting better at this game, though, I gotta admit. Because I feel like I haven't really run into too much of a challenge yet. Which is good, because, you know, seeing how we started, I had trouble with the original piston Honda. And, you know, barring one or two unfortunate bits, it hasn't been that bad. And now I can get up to piston Honda 2, which is pretty not bad either. That said, it's still a pretty far cry away from the dream match. And things are going to get harder before they get easier, and that they don't get easier. At all. Alright, that's one. I don't like how inconsistent that is, because sometimes you can get up to 6, most of the time you can only get 4. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, punch. Unfortunately, this is going to go into a third round, or a second round. I know how to math. Sometimes. I'm not scared of your tiger punch. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Dodge punch. Dodge punch. Dodge punch. Dodge punch. Dodge punch. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. punch. Two, three. Whoop. Yeah, that one was 3. 6. 4. 6. So yeah, I don't like how inconsistent that is. That's a little annoying. Alright. Bald Bull. This is where things start to be not very forgiving. Because here are the enemies that can one-shot you pretty consistently if you make a single mistake. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Ah. Yep, here's where things get bad. Alright, you bald bully. You've made your points. I hope I've made mine. Ah! That's what happens when you time that wrong. I don't think we're going to be able to make it before a second round. Oh, what? That might have just saved me. Alright. Ah. Normally follows that uppercut up with 2 more. That was a little bizarre. Not done complaining. Ah. I can't get up from that. But, you know, we're at least consistently getting to this point. And that's still a marked dramatic improvement from, well, not being able to get to that point. So you know what, I will still take that as some degree of progress. Consistently see. Consistency is important in terms of being able to push yourself further. Because without consistency, there's no bar to push. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, follow the stream so you know when we go live, because we are doing this every day, as we have thus far, and will continue to do so. You might also want to check out and subscribe to my YouTube channel to see everything else I do, because, spoilers, it's a lot of stuff. And if you really want to make my day, hit up the show's PayPal or Patreon, help support the show so that I can continue to do it, because it's really your support at this point that's allowing me to continue to do what I do best, and I enjoy that. Plus, you get yourself on the Discord, where we can talk about awesome things, such as still snowing here, and also why we cannot get a straight answer from the Wishing Well as to how to actually make the town better. Seriously, they needed to have tweaked the system at least a little bit. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Peace out, Internet.